I decided to stay inside and work on flower bombs for my dad's life celebration, and it's something we'll be giving to the guests who come, mostly family, some friends. I didn't have anything to dry them out on, so I had this old plastic, it looks like, crystal tray. I'm going to use that. I might have to put something on it, we'll see. But I'm hoping just with a layer of some of these seeds it'll be okay. Plus inside of here I put, pardon the dust, it's really seed dust. Inside here I put some flower petals. Yeah, you just saw them. Sunflowers, and it's a mixture of butterfly and hummingbird seed mix. What you see as far as tools that you'll need a cookie cutter. I'm using a very old cookie cutter, only because this was something that I grew up with when I was little. That's why it looks this way. You'll need a rolling pin. Don't use your antique rolling pins for this, please, and then get upset with me. You'll need wire. I'm just using a paddle of floral wire, pretty thin, because it'll cut through that clay block real nice. And we're just going to get started. I decided to put the seed mix right into the tray. I'm not sure if I'm going to roll it out there. I doubt it. I think I'm going to use my counter. I got basically everything here from Michael's, except for, of course, my rolling pin. You can get cookie cutters at Michael's. This clay was Craft Smart, and that was at Michael's. And then all these seeds, I cut these at the dollar store. Unbelievable. The dollar store really, and I tested them. They germinated all right. They're pretty good. Nothing spectacular, but I think it also had to do with where I tested them. So all these seeds, oh my goodness, they came in boxes, and then also they came in packets. So I know some of them, and of course I showed you sunflowers. Some of this was like dried out roses that I had. And yeah, so I'm going to cut through this clay right now. I'm going to hold it taut between both my hands. I'm not sure if I can even show this because I've only got my one hand. I don't think I'm going to. Let me see. There we go. I got a shot of it. So I'm going to hold it taut between both my hands, and then you just kind of wiggle it down, just like a cheese cutter, basically, and it's going to go all the way down. See how it's already, this is where I have it right here. It's already halfway through. So forgive me, I'm going to just turn this off and come back to you after I have the slice completely cut off, because I don't think you guys want to get moved around some more. So excited. I hope this comes out like I'm thinking it will. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, so I've spread out some of my seeds here, as you can see. I'm gonna have to go back through and probably add in more sunflower seeds because my cousins, this is also for a life celebration for my aunt, and both my aunt and my dad were gardeners, so that's why I'm making these seed bombs. Okay, so we have our natural clay that I've cut right off the block. I wrap the block right in there. Sometimes you can also have a spray bottle of water. That'll keep things workable, but I'm hoping to work fast so I don't need it. I'm hoping nothing will get in the way. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to press the seeds on the other side into the clay and use it like flour. Great, you see it? There we go. And then wherever I've got a blank spot, I'm going to kind of mush that in. And then that'll allow me to roll it out without it sticking. So I'm going to do that next in just a second. I'm not really happy with the color right now, but this is air dry clay. It will dry to white. So I'm going to try and keep it somewhat thick, because if you do it too thin, what's going to happen is it's just going to crumble. And you don't want that either. You're giving these as gifts. You don't want them to crumble to pieces. So I'm going to take maybe some pictures of me rolling it out, because I can't take video and roll out clay at the same time. I don't think I'm that gifted. All right. Now, if you get stuck to your counter at all because you get overzealous in rolling it a little bit and you don't have the bottom covered so well, I won't say any names right now. You know, all I'm going to say is my own. You're going to take the same wire that you cut with, and you're just going to wiggle it and get it off your counter. Like wiggle it level with the counter, and it'll help bring it up. And then you're just going to push some more of your seeds underneath where it's sticking. That's about it. Don't go in with your hands wet and touch this clay, because I'm telling you, it'll be a slimy mess. And you don't necessarily want to apply a lot of water to your seeds. Okay, well, that was a tip. So use the wire to get it off your counter where it sticks, and just press some more seeds underneath those spots, and you should be good. And then I'm going to start cutting, you know, little hearts out in just a second, because like I said, I don't want it too thin because it'll break apart when it dries. And now I'm going to go ahead and do my heart cuts. I'm going to start up at the edge, because you want to try and use all this clay, and you want to go in and you want to wiggle it a little bit to break it away. And then it should, there we go, pick it up. You're going to drop it right into your little pile that you have here and roll it so it's all covered with seeds. Now, you can press it a little if you want to. Don't press it too hard, because you'll lose your shape. But there you have it, and you just keep continuing and repeating. And if you want to add, you know, some more calendula or calendula petals to it, you can. If you want to press it in more because you're more of a perfectionist, that's okay, you can too. But either way, this is a nice simple gift once it's dry that you can wrap as gifts for bridal showers, for memorials like we're doing. Here, let me put a nice little maybe sunflower seed right in the center, like we're doing, to let love continue to grow in that person's memory, or also in a marriage that's just starting off. As you say a prayer for that couple, you plant your little seed bomb on their behalf, and it's just a nice way to memorialize an event or a person. So I hope that helped for those of you who have wanted to do this. It's air dry clay, natural clay, if you can get it at your Michael's, or you know, whatever is local to you, Hobby Lobby. But this was the brand I used, and I'll let you know later on how it dries. But see down here, you're going to want a white, unless you want terracotta, which is what was available also. But I wanted the white so then the seeds would show up, because I also had, I think, some lavender flowers in here too, in honor of my aunt who loved lavender. All right, I will get back to you about how they dry after I'm done cutting all these hearts out and they dry. Oh, as you're drying them, you do want to cover with plastic wrap, because you want to control dry with air dry clay. You don't want it drying quickly. You want to keep it out of drafts. You want to keep it out of like direct sunlight, because it will crack that way. All right, I'll be back with you after these air dry. Maybe I'll even show how I wrap them so they won't dry too quick and crack. You'll see that I covered it with plastic wrap, and that's the controlled drying that I was talking about. And if you look at my pin, it's clean as a whistle. And that's not because I just cleaned it. That's because I used all the seeds like flour. So it kept my rolling pin clean. And I didn't mush it down on my counter, which is not what you want to do. You just, you know, roll it out light. I hope, you know, these all come out and you'll try the seed bombs too. The next heart that was underneath the flower bombs was a hand salve that I made with no like perfect recipe or anything. I just had some olive oil that I had immersed my dad's last thing that he planted, peppermint, in, and it had been sitting for months after he had passed away. And then I had some essential oils from Young Living. And then what you see in the little tins already is beeswax, which was like a local beeswax that I had grated and put in the tins. Later on, I have to go and I buy cocoa butter, but you won't see that in the video. And I add that to the mixture to just give it a little bit more firmness. And it's still, these all melted on the way up because I drove, and I don't know what I was thinking, but it was just out of love. I wanted to make these gifts out of love for two gardeners who had passed away, and, you know, something I would have given maybe them as a small present, my father and my aunt, Bobby. I forgot to mention I used extra virgin cold press coconut oil, and that can get kind of oily on the skin, and so some people will add a little bit of arrowroot when you're making a salve, and it makes it a little less greasy feeling on the skin, but I didn't have a problem with it. I mean, I live in Florida. It felt great. I love the lavender oil that comes from Young Living, and then I had another one that I don't show that I'm using, and it's from their Kid Sense line, and it's called Sleepy's, and it has like chamomile in it, and it just has a really great fragrance. Now here I had already let them cool. I don't know what happened to the footage of me actually putting them in the toaster oven, but when I put them in the toaster oven, it only needs like, I think it was like 5 minutes, not even, on 350. And then I would stir them with a little metal wire to get them to, you know, mix up together. And then this is just cooled off already. I'd let them sit until they cooled off after they were stirred. Hope you enjoyed the idea in the video. I'm going to attach the recipe at the end so you can pause the video and take a screenshot. Here's the ingredient list. I'm sorry I don't have measurements for you. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Bye-bye.